Welcome to The Burning of the Midnight Lamp, where we are dissecting music history, album by album and track by track. And we are starting on a new album, and surprise, surprise, it's another Sparks album. It's their 10th album, released in June 1981, and it's called Whomp That Sucker.
It's like a jubilee.
Yeah. So, as we discussed in the previous albums, they've now done 2 albums with Giorgio Moroder, or at least heavily influenced by Giorgio Moroder on the previous one, Terminal Jive. They weren't maybe too pleased with that album themselves. Ron hadn't been allowed to play on it. Giorgio Moroder was maybe taking over a bit too much on the creative control, sort of toning down what makes Sparks, I think we can say. And long story short, they ended up leaving Virgin Records, leaving Moroder, going back to LA, sort of starting from scratch again. And here they meet the band Bates Motel, and eventually they become the Sparks backing band, or part of Sparks. And they traveled to Munich in Germany together with Reinhold Mack, the producer. They recorded Whomp That Sucker. And if you want to hear the whole story around this album, you must go to our podcast where we are discussing the album history. We also have a Patreon channel where you can get early access to all the songs on this album and future songs, episodes that we'll do. My name is Frode.
My name is Ton.
And my name is Chris. And as usual, I have not heard this album before at all. First listen today.
It's going to be exciting. And
I'm not sure what to expect this time.
Yeah.
Not that I...
Well, you're
No.
You're expecting something different than the last one.
I'm expecting to be surprised.
Yeah.
But even though when you described it in the podcast, it was almost like they had taken some steps backwards into a band dynamic, but then was updating it until the 80s new wave era.
It's like the new wave updated version of Sparks from their, I was going to say, heydays in the mid 70s. It's much more rock feel to it and band feel to it, which I think we will notice on more or less the whole album.
Might not be that different. Well, we'll see.
No, certainly not different from those albums. In fact, when it's probably going to happen here as well. We have it up on Spotify here, and when I listen to it, every time I listen to it, I think, and I come to the end of song, track 10. Spotify will just continue with some apparently random song after that, and it always plays me. Talent is an Asset from Kimono My House.
Oh, yeah.
And every time it comes on, I'm thinking, is this part of this same album? It sounds like it could easily have fit into Whomp That Sucker.
Well, that's a good...
The drum tempo, very, very similar, actually. So definitely not a step back, but a step into that rock sound that they maybe most comfortable with. Maybe we can say that.
At least at this point in their career.
So we're going to start with the first track, naturally. It's also their first single from the album, Tips for Teens. So we'll listen to the song first, discuss it. We're going to see the video as well afterwards. It doesn't have as great sound, so I think we'll listen to the album version first.
Yeah.
And then we take the single afterwards. So here we go with Tips for Teens.
I've got a snapshot of your Aunt Maureen. She's 90 and you're a teen. I'm trying to cheer you up. Don't be so mean. Don't be so mean. Crash, bam, now you're looking good. Tip top, now you're feeling good. Once more, here's your Aunt Maureen. Don't you feel good? Don't you feel good? Tips for teens. Tips for teens.
Tips for teens.
Yeah. And that was a very catchy opening.
Yeah.
Radio friendly, I would even go as far as calling it. It's a classic Spark song. Got that early 70s Spark flavor. But also there's the chorus, when it comes, it just flows natural from the verses, and that's not always the case with Sparks. Often they change very abruptly, but in this song everything feels as a whole. It flows well, and the only break is this speeded up piano or whatever it is.
The keyboard
solo that sounds almost a bit out of tune, or maybe it's just because it's
a tremolo effect on it that goes.
It seems that it's been speeded up, but making it a bit frenetic as the rest of the song is. This is a sort of a short of breath song.
Yeah, but it works well.
It works very well.
There are many Spark songs that are short of breath songs.
You could say that. There's a lot of lyrics in that.
Yeah, and I definitely can imagine why they chose this as a single and a video, because it's so immediately catching, and the lyric is very funny.
Punches you in the face when it starts, literally, and maybe that's the only link to the cover and the video.
Well, not the only link, because we'll find another link in the next song.
Funny face.
Okay.
To the cover?
No, to the lyrics.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, to the cover. Yeah. At least I've been interpreting it like that. Because I was thinking that's how we end up with a funny face.
Could be, yeah. We'll see.
Let's see.
You got your own theory there. Yeah.
I do, yeah. But this is extremely refreshing after the Terminal Jive album to jump into this. And it also feels like the band is in a completely different mood.
Yeah, very joyful. They seem to really enjoy themselves. And you see that when they played live as well. They seem to have so much fun playing this song and other songs around this time.
Yeah. And it's also these parts that we're missing a bit on Terminal Jive. There's a lot of repetition and lines that are not really that interesting or eloquent. And in here, the humor is definitely back.
Yeah, and I would say the two opening lines here, they stuck with me, and it seems to be legendary for many. They are particularly mentioned in the documentary, for example. I can't remember who it was, but that, I got a snapshot of your Aunt Maureen. She's 90 and you're a teen. That's an example of how, only Ron could have written those type of lyrics.
And that's how you start your first single from an album.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
No, I love the whole album, but I absolutely love this opening. Such a great and funny song.
It is. And I think you can also hear that I would say that there's a band in here that you kind of feel they've been playing together before.
Yeah.
Because it has a vibe that it's not just studio musicians put together.
Great played, great performed.
It's tight.
Tight, yeah, exactly. Yeah. Really tight. And especially towards the end, the last verses, when you go back to Crash Bam, and he just goes out on the cymbals, and it's really rocking out, really. So it definitely, they haven't done that since, I would say, Propaganda, probably.
Yeah, most likely.
Maybe Indiscreet as well, but definitely go back to that, to 1974 vibe on this track. It was released as a single, as mentioned. I have the single cover up on the screen here. So this is the UK version. That came out with Don't Shoot Me as the B-side. So it's a image of the two brothers with some a hand drawn over Ron's face there, and there's also a backside to the single, which also have some hands drawn up. It's quite funny image actually.
Looks like the backside because the B-side is "Don't Shoot Me." It looks like "Don't Shoot Me."
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's actually a good point. I haven't thought of that.
And then the first, of course, it's "Tips."
Then we have
That
the
makes sense.
continental version, which just has the back image from the cover, album cover, with the two brothers standing posing with the boxing gloves on.
Ron looks like a guy from the 30s, 20s that you don't want to mess with in Chicago.
Yeah.
Like a bootlegger.
Yeah.
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 He's got some connections.
So the continental version of the single had the Wacky Woman as the B-side. Tips of Teen was also later released as the B-side of the French version of Funny Face, which is the next song and the next single. There was a video made for it, as we mentioned. I think we'll just take a look at it. It has the boxing theme from the cover, which has absolutely nothing to do with the song Tips for Teens. Or the lyrics, I mean, in the Tips for Teens. So here we go.
I've got a snapshot of your Aunt Maureen. She's 90 and you're a teen. I'm trying to cheer you up. Don't be so mean. Don't be so mean. Crash bam, now you're looking good.
Crash bam.
Tip top, now you're feeling good. Once more, here's your Aunt Maureen. Don't you feel good? Don't you feel good? Tips for teens. Tips for teens, the kind you don't see in magazines. Tips for teens, tips for teens, the kind you don't see on TV screens. Tips for teens, tips for teens. Wake up the music and say you're too sick to go to work. Soon you will lose all your sits. Tights where there's no longer fit. Jet setters will make their pitch. I told you so. I told you so. Tips for teens. Tips for teens. The kind you don't see in magazines.
It's very skinny.
Tips for teens. Tips for teens. The kind you don't see on TV screens. Tips for teens. Tips for teens. Don't eat that ice cream. Is it vanilla? Give it to me. Don't eat that pastry, what's in the middle, give it to me. Don't eat that burger, has it got mayonnaise, give it to me. And we're a D-cup no matter what. Don't need no curry before a very important date.
Good pep talk.
Do I look so knowing and old and wise? Maybe it's those dark-brown ties. How come you keep asking me for tips or teens? For tips or teens? Crash bam, now you're looking good. Tip-top, now you're feeling good. Once more, here's your Aunt Maureen. Don't you feel good? Don't you feel good? Tips for teens, tips for teens, the kind you don't see in magazines. Tips for teens, tips for teens, the kind you don't see on TV screens. Tips for teens, tips for teens, tips for teens, tips for teens, the kind you don't
Yeah.
Boxing, what a barbaric sport.
But I'm quite amazed that it has so many views. 231,000. Because that's like half of the amount that's in Spotify. Or oh, we cannot see it now.
They're all Norwegians who want to see this because in Norway boxing was not allowed shown on television.
Definitely
in
a
the 80s
popular.
and 90s. Yeah.
Definitely a popular video.
Yeah, it's a popular song as well. But yeah, I do. When talking about the view count here and on the streaming numbers on Spotify, because you have this album and you have Angst in My Pants, which is the next album, I would consider them a pair almost, or a trio within another space. But this one and Angst in Pants are quite similar in style and
You think so?
You don't think so?
Well,
I mean, obviously they're different, but I mean, it's like Kimono, My House and Propaganda in a way. You know, they're clearly different, but same band, same musical style. But what surprises me is that if you had taken the combined streaming numbers of all the songs on Whomp That Sucker, I think there are 3 or 4 songs on Angst in My Pants that has more streams than the whole album together.
No, that it does.
And of course, that's not a good measure on it, but it's not that much better than Whomp That Sucker. But even argue that they are equally good.
I actually I knew Angst in My Pants long before I listened to this, started listening to this album. And I didn't know that it was the same band.
Really?
No. But that's interesting.
Yeah.
That because you never had a doubt that it was the same people playing together.
Probably because I knew it was the same before I heard it, but yeah.
Not that it's because it's really good. So
no, I think both of them. I mean, it doesn't. It would definitely have deserved much more streams. I mean, you can say that about any Spark song, but it's not. If you just compare those numbers, Angst in My Pants is not that much better than Whomp That Sucker. That's my point. Might be better album overall, but
we'll see when we get to it.
Yeah. At least that seemed to be the general consensus, but as I said, it's like Kimono, My House and Propaganda in a way. Which one do you pick? Depends on your mood that day almost. It's difficult to choose actually between them, between these pairs and those pairs.
It's not for me.
It isn't?
No.
Do you like this better or Angst in My Pants?
We'll see when we get to the next album.
Okay.
I love them
A little
both.
secrecy there.
And have a cliffhanger.
Cliffhanger.
Well, I love them both. It wasn't even released as a single in the US, but as we talked about when we discussed the album in the podcast, the LA radio station K-Rock, starting to play 4 tracks on this album, and that started to give Spark some momentum in the US, and especially California around this time. And this was one of the songs that got quite heavy play on that station. It wasn't the most played, actually. That was the next track, Funny Face. But it helped build Spark's comeback, you could say, especially live. It was a great live track as well. So it was played regularly in the early 1980s. And then it was left off until 2022 when it went into the set list again and was played quite regular on the 22 set list. So it's been played at least 50 times, maybe more. No, at least 120, 130 times. It was around 50 times in 2022. It's also been covered a couple of times. I think it's an American solo artist called Plastic Macca, played in 2016 on New Meat. And then there's a power pop trio from Miami, actually called Ex-Norwegian, that played it on an album called Original Copies.
No link to actual Norwegians?
have no idea.
Actual ex-Norwegians.
Maybe they're Norwegian Americans. So yeah, it's a great live track, and maybe it's a mobile phone recording here, but maybe we can take a brief look at Tips for Teens from Chicago in March 2022.
I got a snapshot of your Aunt Maureen. She's 90 and you're a teen. I'm trying to cheer you up. Don't be so mean. Don't be so mean. Crash back, now you're looking good. Tip top, now you're feeling good. What's wrong with your Aunt Maureen? Don't you feel good? Don't you feel good? Tips for teens, tips for teens. The kind you don't see in magazines. Tips for teens, tips for teens. The kind you don't see on TV screens. Tips for teens, tips for teens. Wake up the music, you'll say it too. You go to work.
Yeah. Great track overall.
Absolutely. Would love to have that live.
Oh yeah. Next time.
Yeah.
Next time. Yeah.
Well, as we're recording this, they're actually touring in the States.
Yeah, and they have released that track with Gorillaz.
Yeah.
Mm.
Mm.
And a new EP coming up.
New EP, Matter, coming up.
Mm.
And they're gonna join Gorillaz on Tottenham Hotspur's arena next June next year.
Yeah.
So they're at least going to be active. But if does it indicate they're going to play live next year? Maybe not, but I hope so. I mean, obviously they're going to play that. But if it's only a guest appearance there and nothing else.
No, I'm kind of hoping there will be some dates around that.
Maybe even Norway.
It's about time. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
But yeah, Tips for Teens. Great opener, catchy, classic Sparks, I think we can say. One of the sort of Sparks identifiers, you could say. You can definitely put this on a Best of Sparks album, I think. Represent the early 80s. And to you who are viewing us and listening in on us, what do you think of this great opener? Do you like it as well? Leave us a comment below and let us know. We'll be back in a couple of days with the second track on this album, Funny Face, also the second single. You must all have big thanks for watching in on us, and have a good day.
Good day.
We'll give you a tip of what to listening to.
Next time.
Yeah, next time.
See you next time.